Good morning, guys. Good afternoon. Good evening. Welcome to our webinar today. I'm just going to show you how you can quickly make over $100 in 1 minute using Quotex as the broker. There are many other brokers out there. There's Quotex, there's Pocket Options, many other brokers out there. Now, for those of you who've been watching my webinars the last few weeks, we've been talking about the DGE strategy, and this is the strategy that most of our members, the Smart Wolf Club members, have been using to generate wealth online, okay? And it's a training, the DGE program is a training for just the members of the Smart Wolf Club. If you're not a member, the links are in the description. You can join, become a Smart Wolf Club member, and in the members area, you can start accessing the training, okay? And we'll show you how you can, we advise our members to establish at least a minimum of 6 sources of income, okay? I don't want to go into the details now because you guys are yearning to see how you can make money in the quickest way possible. Now, one of the quickest ways you can make money online is by trading, okay? You buy low and you sell high. Haven't you heard of that, guys? I'm sure many of you have heard of that. Buy something for low, sell high. So it's the same principle that we're going to apply here. This is binary options trading. We train binary options trading. We train Forex trading, stocks trading, stock options trading. We train online digital marketing. And of course, we train many other things that you can use to generate wealth from working from home, from your computer, from your mobile phones. Because we have people joining us from all over the world here, and some people have mobile phones that can access the internet. So you can trade using your mobile phone. Most of these platforms have mobile apps that you can download from your app stores, and you can start trading. And you don't need a lot of money to start trading, okay? Just a cup of coffee, skip a cup of coffee or lunch, and you have enough money to start. Like Quotex, for example, you can start trading with $10 and you can compound, okay? You can grow the account from $10 to whatever your goal is. Now, with the DGE strategy, we take you step by step. We show you how you can start dreaming again and how you can afford to achieve the success that you need to realize some of your dreams in life. So that's where we talk about the DGE strategy. Now, I don't want to digress so much today. I just want to take you guys into the trading room and show you how you can quickly make some money, because some of you have been writing to us and to my coaches asking them, saying that you don't have money to get started. I told you don't need money. Just show us the will and we will help you get started. I'm a firm believer, okay? So where there's a will, okay, you have to adopt a winning mindset for success and wealth creation. And I'm giving you what we call brotherly advice. This is what I will tell my young brother, my elder brother, my family. This is what I tell them. There are 3 kinds of people. There are 3 mindsets that can hold you back from successfully realizing your dreams and goals in life. One is procrastination. Most people put off tasks and doing things. You don't want to get off the couch. You're so comfortable. You are afraid. What procrastination leads to is fear. You start fearing. Now, the second part is the perfectionist mentality. You don't want to have that, waiting for that perfect opportunity. No, just dip your toes in there, okay? You have enough skills. You have enough. We can teach you the skills. All you need to do is show up for the training, follow the trainings, learn the skills. And that's why I'm telling you, for those of you who are going to watch this on YouTube, you need to subscribe to this channel, Smart Wolf Club. I request you to subscribe and follow the teachings. Every week we have a webinar that we share some of the skills that we are teaching our members. And some of our members have been with us for many years. I've been doing this for so many years. There's Tajimoto on here from Tokyo, Japan, who's been with us for over 10 years. There's Mr. Baker from Atlanta, Georgia. 12 years we've been working together. Very successful. He's one of the coaches. We have Rosemary, who is joining us from Toronto, Canada. She's been with us for many years, about 8 years. There's Josephine, Australia, over 5 years. Peter from Nairobi, Kenya, over 2 years. We have Malemala, South Africa, over 5 years. Moses, Lagos, over 6 years. Mr. Scott, London, joined us over 10 years ago. Rodriguez, Rio de Janeiro, over 7 years ago. Jose, Sacramento, California, over 9 years ago. I mean, there are so many of you on here. Marcelino from Spain, Madrid, Spain, over 13 years ago, been working together. Mr. Singh from New Delhi, India, over 12 years ago. Karinsis from Berlin, Germany, over 15 years ago. I mean, there's people who have joined us. You know, the internet guys has been there for 30 years. So I'm always amazed that some people still cannot understand, appreciate the power of the internet. Okay, I'm a believer, guys. So before we start trading, let's say a word of prayer. Father, we pray that the techniques we are going to learn today that will help us make money online, and I pray this in the belief of the power of the Almighty. Amen. Thank you, guys. So let's begin. So, but before we begin now, for those of you who want to become members of the Smart Wolf Club, because a lot of you have been writing to me, telling me how can we get live coaching, one-on-one coaching. One-on-one coaching, right now we have a lot of students that we are working on one-on-one, but opportunities open up every month, every week. We have openings. So the best way you can join our community is becoming a member of the Smart Wolf Club, okay? So the link is in the description. You can become a member, and every week we have training on the members area. We share the webinars there, the private webinars, that you can participate and employ some of those skills. If you're not able to attend the live webinars, we have a recording, webinar replays, and you can follow step by step. Sometimes we bring our coaches on there to share their successes and the things that they're working on, and you can be part of that, okay? And you can start creating your own wealth and also achieving your dreams. We also help you in crafting your dreams, goals, and defining your visions. So like, for example, here you can see some of my students. These are the students that I'm working with right now. There are so many, but just a few of them here have put their goals. You can see in a picture form here, we have one of the students, this is her dream car, okay? So we have crafted this and we have transformed this into tangible goals that she's working on, okay? The goals must be SMART, S-M-A-R-T, smart, measurable, attainable, realistic. So we are working on her goal using one of these passive income sources, okay? There are so many out there, passive income sources. So we are working on one of them, and one of those passive income sources that she's using to realize this dream, the car, $100,000 worth of a car, 100,000 US dollars worth of a car. She's going to realize that in 3 years. We are already working on it. First, the plan was a 5-year plan, but putting what we have put together using the power of compound interest, she will realize this dream in less than 3 years. Now, there are no guarantees, guys, and so let me put a disclaimer here. Whatever I'm sharing with you guys is not financial advice. This is for educational purposes and entertainment. My coaches and I only share our experiences and the experiences of our students, okay, successful students. So if you need financial advice, please seek that from a financial advisor out there. And if you think this is a get-rich-quick scheme, you are in the wrong place. You have to put in some work. You have to have a skin in the game, okay? Freebie seekers, probably not in the right place here, guys. And we are doing this because most of the people are asking me, how comes you don't train, you've not been training? I said, well, during the pandemic, this really touched close to my heart, and we decided that we're going to share some of our trainings with the public, okay, with the masses. And we just started a YouTube channel, the Smart Wolf Club, and I know a lot of you on here. There are almost 1,000 of you guys on here right now. You have not subscribed to that channel. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit the bell notification. And those of you who are watching on YouTube, please subscribe. and share these teachings, share these skills, share these videos with some people that you care for, because you can change somebody's life, okay? So we are doing this because, you know, the master teacher tells us, I'm a firm believer, the master teacher tells us, if you believe in something, learn everything about that, practice, and of course then share with others and teach. And when you start teaching, you get better, and your students get better, and they start solving their problems. And when you help a lot of people solve their problems, your problems go away. We have witnessed that, and we are doing this for the public, okay? So some of the teachings here, our webinars, replay, some of these, we record them and share them on YouTube. So every week we have something going on there, and therefore just subscribe so you can be part of that community. We have also created some groups, new groups. There's a Smart Wolf Club Traders group on Telegram. The links are in the description for those of you who are watching on YouTube. And for those of you who are live here, I've put the links on the chat box, okay? Go ahead and join that Telegram group and ask your questions, okay? If you ask, you shall get answers. If you don't ask, nobody knows what you need. Nobody knows whether you are there or you're just... Okay, so you better ask. Open your mouth and ask questions, okay? The other thing is there's a WhatsApp group. For those of you who don't like Telegram and you use WhatsApp, we have a WhatsApp group. The link is in the description, and you can go and join that, okay? So lesson 2 on the DGE strategy program, lesson 2. For those of you who are members, if you go to the members area, if you join the Smart Wolf Club and join this the DGE strategy program, where we teach about dreams, goals, and efforts, how to achieve your dreams, and how we are helping our students achieve their dreams, is a whole list of lessons, guys. It's a whole list of lessons. If I can log on here, I can probably show you some of the lessons. Not really. I can just show you some of the lessons. Let's see if we can find. Let's see. I can just show you some of the lessons. You log in here. The courses, and one of the courses is that one, the DGE program. So you can see we talk about introduction to the DGE program, an overview of the DGE program, adopting a winning mindset. We teach you about the mindset. What is the DGE strategy for wealth creation, dreams and visions as a facet of the DGE strategy. Lesson 5. There's so many lessons, guys. There's hundreds of lessons here, man. There's so many. Lesson 38, lesson 31, 32, 33. So, and they are all drip fed, and it is step by step. It builds on, and we are adding more and more lessons. There's extra bonus training, okay? On this one, we reveal some of the secret, or I don't really like to call them secret because they are not secret. We are already doing them, and we've been doing them for many years. But under extra bonus training, you will find some of the projects and programs that we are working on right now that are helping our members generate their incomes. And some of the coaches are in there training. And then, of course, Module 8 weekly webinar training replay. So if you miss the webinars, you can find them here every week, and you can watch them at the comfort of your home, your car, when you're driving to work or driving to your 9 to 5, or when you're kicking back and relaxing. You can watch those webinar replays at your own pace. And they teach you different skills that you can learn and put into practice to start making lots of money online. A lot of my students have come from a background of a 9 to 5, and most of them were looking for a way out, especially during the pandemic, where people are looking for ways to work from home, work from on the go, become digital nomads. You can work from anywhere where there's a internet connection or Wi-Fi. And therefore, this is what our mission is. So become part of that DGE strategy. The links are in the description, guys. And if you have any questions, we have our email address in the description. I think it's info@smartwolfclub.com. Send us an email, and one of our assistants or any one of us will get back to you. So guys, that is a just by the way. So let's jump in here, and right now we have Quotex. Okay, I just took a trade while we were talking, guys, and we made 165 from $100 to 165. So let's see if we can take another trade and see if we can make some money. Okay, now I'm using a demo account. This is one of my students' accounts. So normally when I have a new student working with me, she's right here next to me. She is learning how to trade binary options, because that is one of the sources of income that we talk about in the DGE strategy. We talk about a lot of sources of income. Okay, guys, you can see here, we talk about, there are three types of incomes. Okay, there's what we call earned income, where you work for your money, and most of us started from there, because when we were growing up, our parents didn't know much anything different. They told us, go to school, get good grades, and of course get a good job. Okay, so when you get a good job, what you're working for the money, and you get paid, and it is taxed heavily. So most people are in that category. 99% of the people are in that category. Doctors, engineers, people who own their own businesses, sole proprietors, they are in this, restaurant owners, shopkeepers, gas station owners. All those people are earning income by trading the time for money. Time for money. You trade your time for money. So if you don't show up to work, you don't get paid that day, right? So this is a risky way of earning your living. Okay, very risky, but that's where most of us started. Okay, and then slowly you transition. You can start part-time, transitioning to a second source of income. Type of income is portfolio income. Now, once you have some savings, you can go into portfolio income. This is where you buy stocks and you buy assets, and you invest at a lower cost and sell at a higher price. You know what we call capital gains. Again, you get taxed. Okay, so this is somewhat passive, but it's not passive, because then you still have to earn your income and put it in there, and it is taxed. Then there's the third. Some people are already transitioning into the passive income. Some of our students are already here in the passive income category. This is the third way of earning your income. Now here, this is how the rich people make money, okay? And these are profits from your assets. Okay, so you leverage your assets to pay for your lifestyle, okay? So you do this one thing once, and it pays you over and over, and whatever you earn from your assets, you can now leverage your lifestyle. You can lead your dream lifestyle, your vision. You can achieve your goals. You can donate to your charity. You can volunteer somewhere. You can pay for somebody's school fees. You can pay for your uncle's medical bill, because you have a lot of money now. You're making lots of money coming in, and you're not worried because it's coming in. Most of the time it's tax-free because it's coming from your assets. Okay, it's right here. You're probably leveraging your assets to get that money. You're probably borrowing against your assets. There are so many skills that we teach under this category here. So we teach all these tricks, not really tricks, all these secrets, all these what gurus call secret. They are not secrets. All these principles. It's nothing illegal. It's nothing. There's no illegalities here. There's nothing illegal. Okay. We teach you how to create wealth, and of course how to lead a good lifestyle and achieve your dreams. Now, some of you don't have dreams, so we also help you to start dreaming. People have stopped dreaming. You'll be surprised how many people we meet every day, how many students come to us and they have stopped dreaming. They have no goals, no visions. And if you ask them what they are planning to do in the next day, next 2 days, next 3, you look at their calendar, there's nothing. Okay. Somebody said, if you show me your bank account and you show me your calendar, I can decide. I can tell what type of person you are. They can tell by just looking at your bank account and your calendar. They know you're going to be poor or you're going to be wealthy. just by looking at your calendar. Okay? So let's not make it easy for those guys. Let's get busy, guys. Let's go to work, because one of the facets of the DGE strategy, DGE stands for dreams, goals, and efforts. Now, this facet here, the effort, that's the only way you can realize your goals and achieve the dream and fulfill your vision, guys. Okay? There's no shortcut. There's no get rich quick schemes out there. It's not a lottery. You cannot just swipe a wand or something and boom, you wake up wealthy. No, guys, this has to be a deliberate effort. Deliberate effort. And in the DGE program, we teach you about the mindset that you need to adopt. Okay? You can see here, adopting a winning mindset. Now, this is easier said than done, but we show you practically how you can slowly, step by step, you can change your mindset, okay? Because the environment has shaped your mindset, your creation, the way you've been brought up, the people you've hung around with, the things you're watching now, the kind of things you're listening to right now, the schools you've gone through, the professors that have trained you, they have an impact on your overall mindset. Okay, some of it has robbed you, the enthusiasm, the creativity, the confidence that you had, that has been robbed of you. People have told you, nah, you can't do that, you can't achieve that, you can't do that, that's crazy, you've had all these naysayers, and some of the people are actually, they are failures, like they are broke uncles, they are broke relatives, and they come up and try to train you they want you in their company. Misery, they say misery loves company, so they want to keep you in that loop. Okay, so for you to get out of that poverty cycle, I call it poverty cycle, is not easy. Okay, you have to put a deliberate effort, and we're here to help you guys, and that's why we started this program, the DGE program, many years ago, and those who have gone through it and successfully created their wealth, and they are now living their dream lives. Okay, so we are also bringing in new people, especially during this pandemic here. We know a lot of apathy out there. We see what is going on. They're talking about inflation. There's war in Russia, Ukraine, people losing their livelihoods, people are being uprooted from their homes, businesses closed, okay? Businesses have closed because of the pandemic, closures. Some industries have totally been wiped out. Tourism, for example, came to a standstill. So those who depended on the tourism industry, what happened? Some people lost their livelihoods. Some people even lost their lives. Mental disease because of stress. So that touched my heart and touched my coach's heart. And a lot of our community, the Smart Wolf Club, is out here to help you guys. We've been doing this underground for so many years. So now we are coming out and inviting the public, inviting neighbors. Master teacher, I'm a believer. So the master teacher says, love your neighbor. Okay? Love your neighbor as you love yourself. So guys, here we are. Blessed are those. You can answer all that. You can put everything there. Blessed are those. Okay? Blessed are those. Care, patience, love. Now, if we can show you a thing or two that can help you put bread on your table, or pay that school fees for your kid, or put a roof over your head, our goal in this life has been achieved. That's what makes us happy, okay? If I can help one person out of the millions that are going to watch these trainings, out of the millions, thousands of people already who have succeeded going through the DGE program, if I can help one person out of the millions, my work is done. That gives me joy beyond imagination. because I know I have fulfilled one of the promises that the master teacher commands, says, if you believe in something, learn, practice, and teach. So we teach you what we do. We practice. It's not theory. This is what we do every day. Now, it amazes me when people say, I don't have money. I tell you, you do not need money. I'm just going to show you here right now. You do not need money, okay? Quotex, for example. Guys, I just showed you. I put $100. Within 1 minute, we made $165. $65 in 1 minute. That was a profit, right? Now, is there a guarantee? No. That's why I put a disclaimer. There are no guarantees. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just experience and learning the skill and practicing, putting the effort, practicing, and taking the risk. There's a risk involved. I could have lost this $100 right here. But using the right strategy and taking that risk, that leap of faith, you make $65. $100 becomes $165 in 1 minute. This is called binary options trading. There are many types of trading. There's binary options, stock options trading, forex trading, stocks trading, crypto trading, and we teach all those in our DGE program, okay? We talk about learning at least six skills that can make you money. We teach digital marketing, which is the bread and butter of online marketing, online businesses. We teach you those skills that you can pass on to the next generation, skills that can enable you to work from your house, from the comfort of your home, and earn a living. You can quickly replace your income if you learn the skills. All it takes is the proper mindset, and that's what we teach you here as a community. Okay? So there are three things you can control, guys. You can control your actions, your choices, basically, your reactions, emotional, your mindset. There are certain things you cannot control, and don't worry about the things that you cannot control. And that's what holds back a lot of people from learning some of these things, changing their lifestyle, because they are afraid what is going to happen when they start taking trades, when they start making money. They don't believe they are worthy making money online. Like now, I just made I want to show you this. Okay, this is nothing to brag about, but I just want to show you the possibilities. Because if I put here, if I had taken a $10,000 trade and I make a $6,500, that might seem unimaginable for most of you. Might look like fake. That's why I decided just take a $100 trade and make $165. Maybe some of you can associate with that. Some of you can believe that, because some of you your beliefs have become so small. You cannot believe anything. You have lost so many times. You've been conned so many times. So you don't trust anything. And that's what we are talking about. Adopting a positive mindset, getting a winning mindset for success. For you to become an excellent wealth creator, my brotherly advice is that you have to control only the things you can control. Don't worry about things you cannot control. Like, don't worry about what's going to happen in the market. Like right now, people are scared of what's going to happen. What is going to happen? Ukraine and Russia is fighting Ukraine, for example. The governments in the media, they're talking about inflation. We are in a depression. Do you know during depression, that's when people become millionaires during depressions, during wars, during catastrophes. When some people, during the pandemic, some people became millionaires. Whereas masses, a lot of people were suffering. A lot of us were suffering. Were at home, depressed because of the lockdown. Some people were out there becoming millionaires. People like who made the PPEs, protection, whatever, where the people who are making masks. the people who are distributing hand sanitizers, the companies that made the vaccines made billions. So do you see, when there's a catastrophe or there's a calamity, it presents an opportunity for some people, okay? When they talk about depression, some people are making money during the depression. We teach you how to trade stock options. You make money when they go up. You make money when they go down. When the stocks go down, you make money. They are called sell options and call options when the market is going up. In a bull market going up, you're making money. In a bear market, you're making money because you call it right. You learn the skills to call it right. Shorting stocks. When it's going down, same thing with the crypto trading. We teach you where you make money when the coins are going up, you're making money. When the coins are going down, you're making money using what we call technical analysis. So you learn these skills from the people who have been doing it, experts. So there's nothing to be afraid of, guys. Now, is there an element of risk? Yes. Life itself is risky, guys. There was no guarantee that I'll wake up this morning. The master teacher decides, okay, I'm going to wake up this morning. I have no control. So I cannot be afraid of that. I'm not afraid to plan what I'm going to do tomorrow, have my dreams for the next day, the next goal, my goals for tomorrow, because I'm afraid. No, I'm going to plan like nothing has happened, like nothing is going to happen, because I know I'm hopeful. So things that I do not control, I don't worry about them. Like now, for example, right now I can take a trade here and the broker, Quotex, decides to take the money. I have no control of that. I do my due diligence. So I exercise what we call risk management. I don't bid more than I can afford to lose. I'm not going to bid my whole account. So I tell newbies to start with 1% of your account. So if you have $100 in your account to trade, take $1 trades. Okay? Then when you start getting better, you can increase it to 2%, 3%, max 10%. That is the maximum. Because if you take 100% of your account, if you lose, then you're going to start crying. You can lose your shirt. And never trade with monies that you cannot afford to lose. Do not use debt money. Do not use money you need for rent, for food, for school fees. Because you can lose your money in any trading, in any investment. It's not just trading, even any investment. Brick and mortar store. You can start a store with all your savings and boom, the government shuts it down. You lose. Or something guts it down. A hurricane. Just recently we had a hurricane. Wipe out southern Florida. What happened? And my heart goes out to those people. In Fort Myers, Florida, for example, they lost. A lot of people lost their stuff. Even some lost their lives. We have no control of things like that. You know, this is natural disaster. Nobody has a control. So we cannot. So that mindset is the one that I'm talking about. Adopting a winning mindset. So there are only three things we can control. We cannot control nature, guys. We cannot. So let's not worry about that. We cannot control the markets. So some people are afraid to trade because they're saying the markets are too volatile. The markets are crazy. If you learn the skills, thou shalt not be afraid of the markets, because we don't control the markets. I don't control inflation. I don't control the pandemic. I don't control wars. Who knew that Russia was going to invade Ukraine? Those who knew? Is there anybody here who knew? Let's see, by the show of hands. There's over 1,000 people on here. Let me see by the show of hands. Nobody. Everybody is Some people are saying, no, they didn't know. It was a surprise. Yes, it was a surprise. Who knew there was going to be COVID-19? I don't see anybody showing up here. Guys, so you see, these are things we cannot control. So let's not be afraid of things that we cannot control. Because what that brings, it breeds fear, inaction, and procrastination. We start procrastinating to do stuff because we are afraid. So let's not fear. Thou shalt not fear. Master teacher says that. By him on your side, thou shalt not fear. He has overcome the fear already. And that's the difference maker between people who are creating wealth and those who are not wealthy. Those who achieve their dreams and those who do not achieve their dreams. Those who achieve their dreams, they do not fear. Okay? They control the three things that they can control. They control their actions, they control their reactions, and they control their mindset. Okay? Your mindset, your attitudes, your emotions, your desires, your reactions to certain things. You can control that, but we cannot control many things. We cannot control nature, for example. We cannot control governments. I can start something today and the government shuts it down or passes a law that is unfavorable. I cannot control those people. Or they start a war, nuclear war. Do I have control? No. Will I stop doing what I'm supposed to do to achieve my dreams? No. I keep in pursuit of my dreams. I keep on going. So guys, that's enough talk about mindset. Let's trade today, because I told you I'm going to show you how to make the quickest money online using binary options trading. Okay, so let's jump in here. Now, there are many platforms out there for binary trading. This one here is called Quotex. The link is in the description. If you do not have a Quotex account, you can go ahead and sign up. There's also another one that we use regularly for our students. It's called Pocket Options. Okay, this here is one of my students' accounts. And we can go to the quick demo. Let's see, my student she's over here training with me today. So right here we can see this is one of my students' accounts. And so she's been practicing on this, because I tell you to take at least 100 trades on the demo before you even start trading in the real account where you can risk your own money. Okay, so you can use the demo accounts to trade. Okay, so this is Pocket Options, and this one here is binary. I mean, this is Pocket Option. This one here is Quotex. Okay, and then there are many others. Okay, so depending on which part of the world you're coming from, you can have different platforms to trade. So like this one here, guys, let me just give you a basic. The red candle means going down. Okay, the market is going down. It starts from here on the top and it goes down, ended here. The market started here and it closed here, opened up here and closed down here. At some point it had gone all the way here. That's why you see this long wick right here. But the buyers came in and pushed it back up here. The green candle means started open here and closed up here. At some point it had gone all the way up here, but the sellers came in and pushed it all the way down. Okay, right here. Okay, so sometimes we use what we call resistance, support, and resistance. Okay, so you can draw a line here where you see like several candles are resting on here, and that could be your support. And then of course we can have a resistance, an area where we have we can see like the forces are pushing the markets down. So this would be our resistance, and down here would have our support line. So we can trade using support and resistance. And then there's also trading using what they call indicators. These brokers give you indicators, okay? And if you go down here on Pocket Options, you see we have already put some indicators. You see the blue line and the red line. These are called moving averages. So we have one moving average. The blue line is the 50 moving average. And the red line is the 100 moving average, and the type of the moving average is EMA, okay, exponential moving average, of course. And then we put blue color, 2 pixels, so I can see it, okay. So you can use indicator. There's one called CCI. This one shows you the trend. Basically, when it's pointing down, that shows it's going down, and therefore you would like to take sell trades down, going down, going down. All right, you don't want to trade against the trend. So it shows that this is going down at the moment. You can see the CCI is pointing down. And we have 2 charts here, dual charts. This was one of the strategy we trained last week. If you didn't watch last week's video, those of you can go to Smart Wolf Club channel on YouTube and watch that video where we talked about this setup here. Okay, and we made over $1,000. You could see that very easily in less than 1 hour. Okay, so there's an easy way to do this and achieve start quickly raising money for your goals, towards your goals. Okay, because that's not the end goal. Our end goal is not to be sitting here in front of the computer and trading our hours for money. No, we only use this as a conduit. This is the things you have to do in the beginning, because when you say you don't have money to go into the passive forms of income, or to go into the portfolio sources of income, then how do we raise the money? The only way we're going to raise money is that in the beginning you have to trade your time for money. You have to learn skills. Now, some of the skills that can give you quick money is this one, like binary trading, stock trading, crypto trading. If you learn those skills, you can quickly raise funds for your passive and portfolio sources of income. Okay, so like my students now, like the student whose goal is this car here. She is now into a portfolio, passive, semi-passive. Only once a week she has to log into the account and do the compounding. Otherwise, it is passive. She had to come up with $1,000 to start this profit machine that's going to give her $100,000 in less than 3 years. Okay, and the platform we're using for this is Novatech. I have put the link in the description. You can go and check it out. She started with $1,000. She put in $1,000, and it's because she could afford the $1,000. A lot of you say you cannot afford $1,000 US. Okay, so that's why we said we don't need the money. We just show you how to make the money, and it's up to you now to learn these skills. Because Quotex, for example, allows you to start trading with $10. So it's just going to take you a little longer than her to raise the $1,000. She was able to produce the $1,000 and put it on on Novatech, and start that profit machine towards her goal of achieving the dream car. Now, if you can't afford $1,000, because I understand some people in different parts of the world, we have students from all over the world. Some people barely make $1 per day. Okay, so $1,000 is an annual income for some people, more than an annual income for some people. Okay, so if you're living under $1,000, under $1 a day, then $1,000 is a tall order. It's like a sky. So we show you how you can achieve that using these other techniques and skills that we teach you, like from Quotex options, for example. Quotex platform, you can start trading with the $10, and you can compound your account. Every day, you can take trades, 1 hour, 70 minutes, or half an hour of trading, and you compound your account. You grow your account. Okay, guys? So if we look at Quotex, for example, look at the pairs now. Okay, so we come here and we look for the pairs that are paying the most. So let's say Euro, GBP. Euro is the euro against the British pound. Okay, so we are trading currency pairs here, guys. Currency pairs. Now, for those of you who are very, very new, I would like you to go and watch some of the videos where we talk about binary option trading basics, where you learn about currency pairs. So the major currencies, the US dollar, the euro, the British pound, the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Now, when they are paired together, gives us an opportunity to trade those pairs. And if you, with binary options, Forex options is slightly different. With binary options, all you have to say is what you think is going to happen to the pair. Is it going to go up or down? If you get it right, you win. If you lose, if you get it wrong, you lose. The broker, Quotex, takes your money, whatever you're bidding. Okay? If your investment is $1, if you lose, sometimes you make $1.70, you make $1.90, depending on the payout percent. Like right now, Euro GB, they're paying 78%. So if I put $100 against this, and I say the market is going down in the next 1 minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes, you can take a 1 minute trade, even sometimes seconds. You can take a 30-second trade, 15 seconds. By the close of 15 seconds, if you took a 15-second trade, you get your profit or you get your loss. So that's why I tell you, you don't want to bid more than 1% of your account when you're getting started, okay? So my account right now here, my student account is a demo account, and she has over $10,000. We started with $10,000, but we took a trade and she made $65. So her account has just grown to $1,065. It took only a minute to take that trade, okay? So let's say if she took a trade, let's go to the calculator and see what is her run rate. If everything remains the same. So let's say she made $65 in 1 minute. So in 1 hour, if let's say she takes, well, let's say she takes 6 trades, okay? 1 hour has 60 minutes. So if it takes her 10 minutes to prepare for the trade and take the trade, then 65 times 6, let's do 65 times 6 equals 390, okay? So she makes $390 in 1 hour, okay? So let's say she trades for 2 hours. So she made 780 that one day. If she trades for 3 hours, let's say if she trades for 4 hours max, she's already making the 1,000. So you guys, you see what we're talking about? This can be life-changing income for some of you, because you can take this 1,000 and put it in a passive profit machine, like the one we are talking about here, like the one this student is using. She put only $1,000. And in the next 3 years, this $1,000 would be 100,000 if everything remains the same. That's what I'm saying. There are no guarantees, but this company, Novatech, has been paying 3% for the last 3 years. Every week, they pay 3%. They have people behind the scenes. They have professional crypto traders behind the scenes who are trading crypto for you. And every Friday, they give you a bonus. The bonus is 3% of your total investment. So if you invest 1,000 the first week, you have 1,030. Your $1,000 grows by $30. The next week it will be 1,030 something, 33, 32. If you're compounding every week, all you have to do is to go in and compound your bonus. Instead of withdrawing your bonus, you put it back into your account. And then they're going to be trading more and more and more. Within 3 years, you will be at 100,000. You can withdraw that money and buy one of your dreams, your dream vacation, your dream car, your dream wedding in an exotic place. All these that I'm showing you here are dreams that were shared by some of our students. There's thousands of dreams. This is just a few because I could not put all of them on this slide. We have 1,000 of those. These are people we are working on one-on-one, helping them to realize their dream. And we've been doing this for so many, many years. You want that exotic wedding? Guys, 100,000 in an exotic worth of a wedding, you can raise that money using some of the techniques and skills that you learn from the DGE program. Okay, so the link is in the description for you guys. Just take that action and you'll be on your way. Okay, so let's go back to this. This is interesting here. Okay, so if this person could generate 1,560 in a day, trading for just 4 hours a day and keeping everything constant. Okay, there are no guarantees, guys. Okay, but you understand what I'm saying. If your run rate is 1560 per day. And let's say you trade 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, 5 days a week trading, 7,800 right there in 1 week. Multiply that by 52 weeks in a year. Guys, you are at 405,600. This is over 6 figures in income. Not many people in the world earn this kind of money. You can do that at the comfort of your home. And that's what we are teaching some of our students. That's what some of the coaches are doing. That's what some of the students are doing. Some are doing more than that, combining all the skills that we teach them. So guys, you can make 405 in a year, just in 1 year, over trading for 4 hours a day. Now, if you get really good at it, you can make that in shorter time, because you'll probably be taking bigger trades once you learn some of the skills. Once you learn binary options, you learn stock options, you learn trading stocks, trading crypto. Massive opportunities. When you learn digital marketing, which we call the bread and butter of online businesses, where you can take $10 and where you can put in $10 and get 100x, $100. You put 10, you get $1,000. You put $10, you get 100,000. You put 1,000, you get 10,000. You put 10,000 in, you get 100,000. So you're just printing money on click of the mouse, click of the button. You can click the button and you print money. So guys, you can see what I'm talking about here, indicators. So this little doohickey here, you click that and you can see some of the indicators right here. So here is one indicator called CCI. All right, so this one is like a trend indicator. So it shows you. So when this line is closer to the top in the overbought position, then you know you'll be looking for sell opportunities. So you're going to take a sell opportunity, a sell trade going down. Okay, you increase your chances of winning if you take a sell opportunity. And you can see right now we are in the money. Okay, so for the next 1 minute, if this holds, we're going to make money. So I bid $100. I decided, looking at the CCI, which is all close to the overbought position, I'm looking for sell opportunities. If it was down here, this is the CCI and the period is 20, guys. Okay, this indicator here is the CCI. And you can see we're still in the money, guys. 19 seconds to go. So I'm just showing you how you can quickly come in here and make money. So there's no reason to go hungry, guys. If you hang around our community, you should not go hungry. Okay? Now, we could lose too. That's no big deal because I'm only trading with about 10% of my account. But we are not going to lose. Boom, we won. You guys can see it right here. We won. So we put in $100. We made 178 because this pair is right now paying 78%. Sometimes they pay as high as 90. I don't trade with any pair that's trading less than 70% because that's too risky. So I always choose the ones that are 70% and above. Like this one is 60%, so I'm not going to trade that. I can trade the ones that are doing now. The OTCs are here. You can trade OTCs after hours, but I don't advise beginners to do OTCs. They are very, very volatile. The chances are you'll be losing a lot, so you got to be very good at managing your losses, okay? Because some people can wipe out their accounts very easily. So you can see we just started this account at 10,000 with my student right here. She's right here. So far we are at 143, okay? So we just made 143. Now, if we go back to our calculator and we say 143, that's the profit we've made so far, 143. And let's say those were 1 minute trades. So in 2 minutes, you made 143. Let's say we take 6 of those trades in 1 hour. So we are already at 858 in 1 hour. Let's say we trade for 4 hours. We are at, now the markets are open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Depending on which part of the world you are in, it's UK time, 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Those of you who are in Africa, for example, you could be trading the markets at your own time, okay? Those of you who are in India, because we have a lot of students in India, those who are in India, they could also be trading different times here in India. Mr. Singh has a big group there, and they all gang up and trade together in this big hall. So to motivate, the mob psychology thing. So everybody is in there with his computer and trading at the same time. Okay, they meet there every morning, early morning, and trade the wee hours of the morning. So while people are sleeping, you're making money. Okay, that's when we talk about the mindset, guys. This is where we talk about the mindset, the community. You become member of the Smart Wolf Club. You can see that your actions. You make the choices. You can choose to be poor. You can choose to cry and blame everybody, blame the government, blame the pandemic, blame the weather, blame the nature, blame the wars, things that we cannot control. There's no reason to pay attention to those, to blame those. No, we cannot control certain things. So you can control your actions, you can control the way you react to stuff, emotions, natural disasters, media, news, negative news, bad news. You can choose how you react to those news. Are you going to let them emotionally kill you, make you inactive? And these are some of the things you have to be careful about, okay? There are 3 mindsets that can hold you back from successfully realizing your dreams and goals in life. And we've talked about them here. Procrastination, perfectionist mentality, overanalysis leading to paralysis. You overanalyze stuff and you take no action. You start procrastinating because of this analysis. So we need to avoid these 3 things here. And that's the difference maker. We have seen this among our students. Those who come in and get rid of these bad behaviors, these bad mindsets, they quickly get on the wheel, this wheel right here. They start rolling down the street and they start winning. We teach you how to pay yourself first, pay yourself interest. I know most of you are used to paying the bank's interest, but imagine if you can pay yourself interest. Recoup all that you have spent. Just imagine if you can go purchase something and be able to recover the money that you spent on that by paying yourself. Now, you don't have to learn these skills full time. You can start part time. That's why we're talking about employing the magic of part time. Now, we did not invent this phrase here, the magic of part time. This has been talked about by one of the foremost speakers that ever existed. May the Almighty raise his soul in eternal peace. He talked about the magic of part-time work. We show you how to establish 6 sources of income. Minimum, that's the bare minimum that we talk about. And why 6 sources of income? Because of, if you remember your high school geometry, where they taught you about the figures, the 6-sided figure was called a hexagon. A hexagonal structure, a hexagon, if you build a structure that has 6 pillars, is stronger than a structure that has 2, 3, or 4, 5 pillars. So the 6 pillars are much stronger than 4 pillars, than 5 pillars, okay? That's why we talk about establishing 6 sources of income. Let's say if you have 1 source of income, you are employed, or you have a business, a restaurant, you're a sole proprietor, you own a tree cutting business, you're a tree surgeon, or you're a painter, okay, or you're a mechanic. What if something happens to you, something catastrophic, like let's say if you're a mechanic You can no longer use your hands. You can no longer see. You lose your eyesight. So how are you going to work as a mechanic? You know what I mean? Let's say if you're a surgeon, doctor, surgeon, one of the best surgeons, you make $1 million a year. What if you are unable to use your hands? You're unable to see. You lose your eyesight because a drunk driver hit you on the road. You lose your income. But if you have multiple sources of income already set up for you, and we show you how to have a mixture, a healthy mixture of passive and active, what we call active or portfolio income, because we talked about the 3 sources of income, Some are active ones and some are passive ones, okay? So the active ones, if you lose the ability to participate in the active sources of income, your passive sources of incomes will sustain your lifestyle. They will allow you to achieve your dreams. If you're funding that charity, you will continue to be able to fund your charity. If you're making that donation to your church, you'll still continue making that donation. If you have a huge medical bill, you will still be able to pay back for the medical bill because you have other sources of income. All right? But if you depend on only one source of income, it's dangerous. Very, very dangerous. And that's what we teach our students. All right? And all that you can achieve using very, very simple skills that we teach you. Okay? So you have to be multi-talented in terms of skills. We teach you multiple skills, and you have to learn these skills, guys. If there's anything that the pandemic has taught us, is the ability to learn. You can learn anything from the comfort of your home. You can learn from the computer, from your cell phone, watch the trainings. Now, like if you go to the DGE strategy program, you become part of that. You can watch these at your pleasure, your leisure time. You can watch these and start implementing some of the things that we teach here. Okay? You can become one of the students on here. All right? So, and the links are in the description, guys. Anyway, so I'm going to stop that here. I was just proving to you that you can make so much money, okay? 3,432 in a day, okay? 3,432 in a day. You can make over $1,000 in 1 hour. It is possible. All you have to do is sit here and focus. Guys, I just took 2 trades, okay, while we are talking here, and they are all positive, okay? Now, there's no guarantee. Sometimes you lose, okay, but you make sure your losses are less than your win. I mean, definitely. So you can come out profitable. So you have to learn what we call risk management, okay? So if you lose, then you know how much you have to win to overcome that risk. And again, you don't want to risk too much of your account. This demo account here has 10,000, but we are only trading with $100. That's like 1%. That's what I teach my newbies. So my newbie student right here, I told her that's the max you can trade. Take 100 trades. Once you win 80% of those trades, then you can bring it a notch up. You can start trading with 200, which is 2% of your account. If you win 100 of those, if you win 80%, you take 100 trades. If you win 80%, then you are ready to go to the next one. All the way to max 10%. You don't want to risk more than that, okay? And by the time you're at 10%, you are a pro. You're no longer a beginner. You are a pro trader. I can assure you that, okay? So definitely your winnings are going to be more than your losses. Okay, guys? So we're going to call it a day here. Those of you who are not part of the Smart Wolf Club, the link is in the description. And then, of course, if you want to have any questions, you can leave a comment. For those of you who are watching on YouTube, you can leave a comment in the description. We don't put any official links in the description. I mean, in the comment section. There are a lot of scammers. So if any official links would be in the description, guys. Okay. If you see any links in the comment section, just know those are people out to take your money. Okay. So right here, you can see, guys, we can actually take a trade because it looks like the setup is going down. Okay, so we took a $200 trade, and if we win that, we make 300 and something. So it was facing down. Okay. So guys, I'll show you the results of this trade next week. Okay. So next Wednesday, we'll have another session together. And for the students that are in the Smart Wolf Club, okay, every week we have a new training. We show you a new source of income, and we keep on moving. All right, guys, may the Almighty bless all your trades. And those of you who are learning the new skill, may the Almighty help you learn the new skills and become successful. Amen. Good night, good morning, goodbye.